All right, so first thing I want to do is I want to react to this clip by Cenat, and I haven't watched it. I know they did a podcast recently. I haven't watched it. I'm gonna watch it eventually. But as always, the forever looming debate of which is harder, streaming or a 9 to 5, has came up yet again. And I'm here to talk about the shit yet again, because y'all love when I talk about it. So guess what I'm gonna do? Talk about it.
I asked Speed this, and I remember one time he's like, streaming, is it harder than a 9 to 5?
Is streaming harder than a 9 to 5?
Yes.
No. Hell no. Streaming harder than a 9 to 5? Okay, let me give you
Harder. It depends on the 9 to 5. Like I'm gonna introduce the topic and treat the topic like y'all have never heard me talk about it, but it depends on the job.
Let me give you my results on it, right? So like,
Cause have you ever had another job other than streaming?
No.
Okay.
Listen, let me tell you something, Shannon. Anyone who says that streaming is harder than 9 to 5 is an idiot.
I don't know about idiot.
I work so hard on my streams.
Right.
It takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of hard planning. It takes a lot of you got to be in front of a camera for dozens of hours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I understand that. You feel me? It's hard. You feel what I'm saying? In terms of like the skill that I at least do it on,
right,
and some people do it on, it's hard.
Right.
But harder than a 9 to 5, you're talking about somebody that may not even want to even be there.
Right.
Nope. What did that goofy ass nigga Yusuf say? He said the same shit. He said he's the only one that so far I've heard say some real shit that wasn't everybody just repeating shit, which I'm kind of perpetuating by doing it. But just because you don't like your job doesn't mean that your job is hard. And I like just now while I was watching this clip, I thought of something that I want to say that I'm gonna watch the clip and see if it's any more context, and then I'm gonna say it and we gonna go from there.
I love streaming.
Yeah.
It's like I think about it all the time. I treat it as if it's like
it's a job, but you love it.
Yeah, but I love it. The average 9 to 5 worker don't want to be there.
Yeah, they ain't loving it.
Want to be there.
Yeah.
I remember I had to do something at the grocery store. I had to pack things that I was like, damn, I don't want to be here. And like, man, and they had to find ways, and they're not even really getting paid. You get paid, and that shit's going straight to bills and taking care of the kids.
Right.
I'ma wait.
Bro, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
All right. So the main thing I kind of want to say is, like I said, the reason why I think a lot of people think that streaming is necessarily easier than getting like a traditional 9 to 5 job is because a lot of people believe they're passionate about streaming. And like I always say, and he even mentioned this and touched on this low key, everybody thinks that all Cenat does, all somebody like me does, they think all we do is come on stream and go for 2 and 3 hours straight and get paid for it. No, bruh. It's way more factors and way more things that go into streaming. And like one thing that a lot of people really don't realize is that the hard work part of streaming comes in being interesting, because anybody can hop on a camera and go for 2 hours, but are people gonna watch you do that? Because I do it for 2 and 3 hours, and sometimes I get a couple people watching, sometimes I get a lot of people watching, sometimes it's not a fucking soul watching. Are you still going to do it when it comes to those times? Because if you're not willing to stream when nobody's watching, you ain't never going to get to the point to where your stream, and not you going on somebody else's stream, to where your stream will be watched by a whole fuck ton of people just sitting down, taking time out their day, or even as they do things in their day, sitting there watching you do whatever the fuck you're doing, whether it's playing a game or whatnot. Like, what are you doing that's interesting that makes people want to sit down, stop what they doing, and watch what you doing? A lot of people can't answer that fucking question. A lot of people say, oh yeah, I'm good at the game. Yeah, I'm good at the game. How good are you at the game? If you go to a tournament where all the best people in the game are playing the game, how far will you get? If you can't confidently say, oh yeah, I'm gonna get far, and be telling the truth at the same time, nobody wants to watch your gameplay because of your skill. Nobody gives a fuck. Personality, I'm gonna be real. I know I'm built different. A lot of you niggas ain't got no personality. A lot of you motherfuckers got the personality of a broken robot. You just don't got no personality. A lot of you think you're funny and all you do is make dick poo poo and pee pee jokes. And don't get me wrong. A pause where it doesn't make sense to say pause is funny every once in a while. But if you look back at my videos, you can see that I have I don't want to say like super advanced, but I have a more developed sense of humor than the average person. That's because I've taken my time, I've sat down and I've studied comedy. I've studied the greats and I've studied randoms. I've looked at footage of like people going to what you call it? It's a specific kind of bar where basically you go there and they do open mics and like just let anybody get up and tell jokes and stuff like that. I watch shit like that. I watch Chocolate Factory. Not Chocolate Factory. I watch Chocolate Sunday. Listen to Laugh Factory. So I study comedy. I study humor. When it comes to comedy and humor, I have a deeper understanding than the average person. So if you don't find me funny, that's cool. But my appeal is that not only am I funny, but I know what I'm talking about and I'm arming people with information and knowledge. Think of it like I'm the spoonful of sugar that's coming with the medicine. That's what I like my appeal to be. If you ask most people who want to be a streamer, who want to do shit, what their appeal is, they're pretty much just going to scratch their head and say, like, you gotta, like, it's certain stuff that you gotta really figure out with streaming. And people who have a passion for it are able to figure that out easier and quicker. Because on the flip side, a lot of people may think, oh, yeah, of course you're having fun being a streamer. Everybody wants to be a streamer, but not everybody can be a streamer. Yeah, that's true. But there are also people I know who may not like attention, who like doing behind the scenes jobs. I know several people who are all friends, and so a couple of them I introduced, and like they friends became friends, whatnot. But they like truck driving because they like the isolation of it. They don't like being around people. That's one thing I think a lot of people forget in this situation. A lot of people don't like being around people, don't want to be famous. They just want to have their vibes and some money. So they don't mind doing something like trucking. Some people, they don't mind doing something like going into a store, packing some boxes, putting them on shelves. They don't mind going in the freezer, putting milk on the shelf. I feel like a lot of people are putting the fact that they hate their job, putting too much thought of that into the conversation. It's like, yeah, nigga, any job you like, if you want to do, of course you're gonna love it. You know how many teachers I know that love being teachers, that work hard, and when you see how hard they working, you be like, yo, what keeps you going? I love being a teacher. So like, I hate this argument and this whole conversation. Oh man, everybody working a 9-to-5 hates their job. No, nigga, you hate your job. Speak for your fucking self. I know plenty of people with 9-to-5s that love doing what they do. I know plenty of people that actually enjoy being accountants. I know plenty of people in political positions that love being in political positions. I know plenty of people doing plenty of jobs that they love. Like, yeah, sure, everybody has bad days on their job, days where they don't enjoy their job or whatever, but that's everything. You think it's fun as a streamer to go on stream and see 30 people call you the N-word for no reason? Like, I could understand if I was doing something weird or crazy and people started calling me out my name, but you could just be sitting there doing something normal and some weird ass nigga will come in your chat saying, oh, stay right there. I just finished. Thank you. And you would think that's some shit that only happens to females, but that shit happens to me more often than you fucking think. So it's like, bro, when it comes to being like a streamer and doing streaming shit, I really want people to take that, oh, everybody who has a 9-to-5 is coming home, they're going, I just had a hard day. And they at home fucking at the end of the day being stressed, but then they gotta get up and shake it off because now they gotta take care of 15 fucking kids and they gotta pay $100,000. It's like, bro, that's not everybody's life. It's not everybody like, yeah, people got bills, people got responsibilities, people got this, people got that. But like, some of y'all niggas be really fucking dragging it, bro. Some of y'all be dragging it, acting like niggas is working in the coal mines, doing this every day, getting all that black shit in their lungs, going, coming home with tuberculosis and shit, coming home with all types of deadly ass diseases that they don't even know for real, that in 15 years they gonna be talking about, hey, have you or a loved one got mesothelioma part 3? Like, bro, not everybody works that type of position. Not everybody works that type of job. And one thing I keep saying is, like, it also depends on what the type of position is. And, like, how much you love it affects your perception of how difficult it is. Because anything, if you break it down, can be difficult to a certain archetype of person. That's, like, the thing I really want to drive through. Some jobs aren't difficult. You just fucking hate doing it. And pretty much, wait, it was something else I wanted to touch on. That's towards the end.
And like, man, and they had to find ways, and they're not even really getting paid. You gotta.
Oh, that's what it was. He talked about pay. That's another thing. It's like they not really getting paid part. It's like, dog, there's a lot of people who stream and make dog shit. Like, you gotta keep in mind, he's coming from the perspective of somebody who's making probably million. I'm not pocket watching, but I think I could confidently say this nigga has made over $1 million streaming, right? And like I'm not trying to dick ride, I'm just trying to prove a point real quick. We can all definitively say this nigga has made at least $1 million. Cause he's done multiple things where I've seen people who are actually pocket watching estimate and say, oh, he made 500,000, he made 600,000 before taxes, blah, 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 blah. So throughout his whole time streaming, from 2020 to 2021 when he started to now, I can confidently say this nigga's made over $1 million streaming, right? And my whole time streaming, from 2016 to now, I haven't made more than $1,000, okay? I'm gonna just keep it a buck. And I know people who do stream, who do make money from streaming, who make a little $200-$300 on the side every month, who still work a job, come home from that job, and then hop on stream every day for 2-3 hours, okay? I know people who used to stream at all times, like early in the morning, at like 6 o'clock in the morning, stream for 2-3 hours, make like $50-$60 every day for like 5-6 days in a row, go to work all day, come home, go to sleep, wake up, hop on stream early as fuck in the morning, rinse and repeat for the whole week. And then on their off days, they might stream a couple extra hours. Instead of 2-3 hours, they might stream 5-6 hours today. Or they might do a subathon for a capped subathon for the day until they get off stream. It's like, bruh, you like, it's a lot of stuff that goes into the getting paid part. But it's like, bro, when you're trying to do something for money, a lot changes, right? A fucking lot changes. Cause like when you're just creating content just to create content, you make whatever the fuck you want, and if it gets 2 views, 6 views, 1 million views, I was just making it just to make it. But when you start trying to make shit for profit, it gets different. Now you're not just making whatever you think is cool. Now you got to take into consideration, okay, when I make this, or when I talk about this, or when I do this and I put this out into the world, if I was a random nigga watching this video, the average random nigga watching this video, would I click on it? If I was an average random nigga scrolling on Twitch, would I click on this stream? Would I even be able to see this stream to decide if I want to click on it or not? You got to take into consideration stuff like that, because now it affects your pockets. It affects if you got fridge in your food this month, so on and so forth. It gets way more stressful. So like, there's difficulties to streaming. Yes. There's difficulties to 9-to-5s. Yes. But I think a lot of you niggas is dragging it. I'm not gonna lie, at least this conversation is better than the dumbass, what do you bring to the table? So I'm not really mad at it. Hey, black community, internet community, I give y'all a W on this one. This is a better conversation than what do you bring to the table. But I do want to say, like I said in all other videos, like, some of y'all are really dragging the fuck out of it. Like, your job is not that goddamn difficult. Nigga, you put boxes on the shelf and you make minimum wage every month. Fucking relax. Like I said, some people just be dragging shit. Some people be dragging shit. That being said, let's move on to our other topics for today. Oh, I just wanted to give everybody a PSA real quick. Kanye West has taste. Kanye West has taste. Everybody. If y'all don't know anything about Kanye West, let me put it like this. For the past at least 4 or 5 years, since like 2018, 2020, sometime then, Kanye has posted nothing but straight bullshit every time he posts on social media. Just straight weird shit, creepy shit, or one of the few times he once a year. He makes like 100 fuck ass posts a year, but once a year he makes a good post that isn't ass. And I think this is that post. He's playing The Last of Us 2 on Survivor Plus mode. and he's calling it by far the first best game ever made so far. Now, it's crazy because earlier today I was having a conversation with somebody and we was talking about what we think the best game was, and we generally came to the consensus that, and we're not talking about favorite, because if you ask me what's my favorite game of all time in terms of like best game ever made, my favorite, I would say Super Smash Flash 2. But if we start taking feelings out of it and talk objectively, what is a game that objectively it is very, very hard to hate, it is hard to call an ass tier game? Minecraft. Minecraft will forever be a solid game, and it will be a game that will forever live on because of the sandbox elements and both the elements of all the things you could do in the game. Like we had a whole conversation about that, but point is, best game ever made, it's like, okay, he got taste. He likes some good shit, and we gotta push it a little bit further. We gotta get him to try the great shit. We gotta get him to try a Deathbound or something like that. We gotta get Kanye on even though I don't like Elden Ring, niggas is gonna say, hey, we gotta get this nigga to play Elden Ring. Gotta get this nigga to play Street Fighter, fucking Smash, like. And they got taste, man. I'm not gonna lie, I ain't got taste. Yeah, he got taste.